Hey everybody, and welcome back to Six Ashes with me, the Anxious Farmer. I'm back at the store. I had talked about buying a truck, and I bought one. Now I bought this trailer as well, and this is the one that is modified for this map. It's the GBM32. GBModding have done work on the trailer. It will take slurry, water, milk. Um, Basically, it will do everything that I needed to. It will take fuel as well. And we bought the truck. Now, the up on the Udder Dairy Farm, I have moved sheep into both pens. Now, on one pen, I have them fed. The sheep on the pasture, I haven't given them grass yet, but I have the machinery up there. I'm in the process of mowing field 4. I'm going to feed the sheep first, get all the feed full, and then fill up the silo with grass. Once I've that done, I'm going to move on to hay and silage production. Now I've been thinking about the straw side of it. The straw, I will. Oh, I missed. Okay. The straw I'll get from the oats, and I might just use straw for bedding down the animals only, bedding down the cows only. TMR I'll just make from hay and silage. There's one thing we have a lot of on this map, we have a lot of grass. Hadn't been really on CJ Farms, and I'd said it before, I hadn't been really using it properly. I hadn't been mowing the grass, selling it, or selling silage or selling hay. I just kind of, I'd left the grass there really until I needed it. So I think what I need to do maybe up here is I'm going to start using just hay, just silage for TMR production. It'll make me turn the grass over a little bit more, and instead of building another silo up here, I'll use the silo that we have. I think I might be wrong on this, but I think if my maths are right, I think it's 150,000 litre storage up here. Now I know I saw the water point somewhere. There we go. Where's the trigger for this water? There it is. So yeah, while that's filling, sheep pen. Okay, so I have sheep in here. They are fed. We have grass given to them already. They need water. The sheep out on the sheep pasture, there is sheep out there. Now they don't have feed or water yet. We'll once we get water into these, we'll go up, we'll give water up onto the pasture, get a bit of grass ready, and go up and feed them. After that, then I can start moving into the silage and hay, get everything done. We've a big bunker siler there, so we'll be fine for silage. Now I've put 50, I think it's 50 sheep into both. Yeah, the sheep pasture has 50 and the sheep pen has 50. No production rate or anything like that hasn't started yet until I give them water. And the same out in the pasture, they have nothing yet. They've no grass, they've no water. But once this is full, we'll go out. We'll give them everything that they need. Now, what I've been doing with the grass, and I'll mow a bit more grass when I have the water done. I've been running the Valtra with the triple mower set up at the front and the load wagon at the back. Now, it struggles. It does struggle a little bit. The horsepower requirement for everything put together is a bit much on the tractor. Going up the hill, hitting towards the pasture, it slows down a lot. Coming down, it comes down at normal 12 mile an hour. But it is, even though it's a little bit slower going up the hill, it'll still speed up the process of getting the grass mowed. I'll lease a tether at some stage. I lease out a tether next, and we can move on to making hay. I'll leave the triple mower set up at the front and put the tether at the back. I'm saying that, here's hoping that this trailer gets into where it needs to be. There we go. Gave me a water point from there, so yeah, we'll take that. Didn't think it would. Okay, so that's them sheep up and running. Okay, we'll go down, we'll give water to the other sheep on the pasture. We'll come back, get a bit of grass done, feed them, that'll get their production rates up. And then hopefully start moving into cows. I'm still torn on field 71. I'm torn between whether to do the potatoes or to just plough them out. I drove around the field. The field is very big. It's going to take a long time. It'll take hours to get the potatoes done up there. And the only thing I can really do with them is sell them. Now potatoes will make a bit of money. You do get a good yield off them. It's the harvester. It just takes so long on the harvester. There's 4,500 litres in the harvester, and you're backwards and forwards, just emptying it out. So you kind of have to be on the field while it's being done. There's not a lot of other jobs you can take on. The cows down on CJ Farms they're producing very well. So what I'm thinking is another day or two we should be able to go down with this trailer and shift nearly a load of slurry from it. Leave that truck there. We should be able to, yeah, we'll be able to shift nearly a load of slurry, get that sold. Wool production down there as well is gone mad, to be honest. So we have to sell wool. Turn on that. Turn on that. Yeah, so we'll be able to sell wool from down there. The chickens are producing fairly well as well. We've got nearly a half box or pallet of eggs. So we'll get that sold. I'm hoping that the wool production up here starts to take off as well fairly well. I might bring up a few. It's the only problem with doing this is you do miss the corners. I might bring a few modded pallets up here as well. Get them into the shed there, just because they hold a good bit more wool than the normal pallet. So I don't need to be shifting pallets around as much waiting to fill a trailer. So this is where it really struggles, is this hill. What we want for now is just run enough grass to get the sheep fed, and then enough to just fill up the silos so we can constantly top up the sheep then every day. I'm hoping then in the next episode that we'll be moving on to, oh, I don't know, will I make it? We'll be moving on to the hay silage production, get all that ready to go and start moving into cows. And at that point I should make a decision on field 71. As I said a minute ago, I'm still very, very torn as to what I'm going to do there. I have been thinking about just ploughing it out, planting in some wheat, barley or oats, doing one field of we'll miss all that now as well, doing one field full of, one big field anyway, full of wheat or barley, oats, anything that will give us a straw spot. And I can fill, what I can do then is the same as I'm doing here with the sheep. There we go, full. Yeah, same as I'm doing here with the sheep. We'll buy cows first, put in a straw bedding, and then the rest of the straw can go into the silo. And I might even transfer some, I might put on a silo extension up here. Just build an extension. Now I don't know, don't think I'll bother putting in a multi-fruit extension. Although saying that, an extension for TMR as well. Yeah, that's something I'll have to look at as well. Put on an extension just to be able to take more straw, have as much in storage as possible. Once I have plenty in storage, that gives me then the option to start using all of our fields for selling our products. The more I can get sold, the more money that comes in, and then I can transfer that back into new animals and new machinery. Okay, so they're full. Let's just start getting productions up. Okay, yeah, we're moving along nicely. We're still have, what have we there, 568,000 in the bank. I think once I get all my products sold, I might look at buying a large tractor, something with a high horsepower that's able to go out there with a triple mower setup and this loading wagon as well, and not struggle. I've been thinking about buying a wheel loader as well. Wheel loader just make life easier for silage there. The larger bucket, the front loader on the tractor is fine, but it's 2,000 litres, that's all it'll hold. So setting up for TMR, anything, takes a while. It does take a good while actually to fill the trailer. So yeah, moving on with a wheel loader mightn't be a bad idea. It just might pay off. These mowers as well, they're the modded mowers, so they leave a swath. Just for the likes of this, it just life quicker, life handier. When I go making hay, I won't need to leave the swaths behind. Can just mow it out normal, run the tether. I think it's 8 meters that's on this. Now I could, depending on the tether that I bring, I could just bring a smaller tether as well if I wanted to, and leave this as swath mode. It'll still spread it, it'll still turn it, make hay. Okay, well I'm going to move on and I'm going to fill our silos with grass, get everything set up and ready for the sheep. We'll move on to cows then next. yeah, like I said, I was going to bring you along on the journey with getting the animals set up and getting the Udder Dairy Farm ready to go. These are all the bits that have to be done that I would usually kind of do a little bit more off camera, but yeah, I just decided to bring you on the journey. See what it's all about. So yeah, before we get completely stuck on the hill, that's it for today. Please subscribe to my channel, smash that like button and ring the bell. Thanks for watching.